Hello everyone, welcome back to Agojira. So this video is going to be for all you turtle lovers out there, because it's going to be a review of SH Monsterarts Gamera, not Godzilla. So this Gamera from the 1996 movie. Originally, Gamera was supposed to rival Godzilla, right? So this company created Gamera to try to take advantage of the popularity of Godzilla when it first came out in 1954. Gamera, even though he's awesome, he never actually reached the height of Godzilla, both figuratively and literally. However, I really like this character and this figure in particular because I am biased towards turtles. So if you like this content, please make sure that you click subscribe. I have a lot more content to come, and also smash that like button so that we can get more of these videos out there for other people to see. And with that said, let's get into this. So move this guy. We'll start with the box first. Here's a box, nice art on the front of the figure. You have the title, SH Monsterarts Gamera, a 1996 movie. Fantastic movie, by the way, if you have never seen it. On the back, you have all these pictures of the figure itself. Flying mode, really cool. Fireball effect, even cooler. And then you have really the epitome of SH Monsterarts figure, the yellow ball in the center. So essentially you can open up the entire center part and then you'll see this there's a little nice treasure in the center of the figure, right? And I'll show you guys in a minute. On the side, you have the regular title, SH Monsterarts Gamera, and on the other side, a nice angry picture of the Gamera, of the angry turtle. On the bottom of the box, the regular warnings. Lots of little parts. Could be a choking hazard for little kids. Don't give it to little kids. Right. So here's the figure. From afar, it looks really nice. But here's the thing, and this is a fair warning to anyone who's looking to purchase this particular figure. It has a lot of issues. And I'll show you some of those issues in this video. I mean, looking at the figure like this, by itself, far, far away, yeah, looks pretty good, no problems. But if you're gonna play with a figure like this, you have to be very, very careful. There's a lot of parts that can break, right? So we'll get into that in a minute. Let's look at the articulation. We'll start with the tail. Tiny little tail relative to Godzilla figures. Not bad movement, left and right, up and down. There's a number of joints, I believe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints in the tail. Right? So even though it's short, lots of different positions that you can move it. The shell, it's a single piece with a little attachment at the top. So this piece right here, you can actually jiggle, and I believe you can actually take this part off. I'm not going to do that here. You can jiggle it a little bit. Looking at the legs. Now here's the thing about these figures, is that at the part where the limbs join the body, there's this one extra part, and I think they put it in there to cover up the space. So you see this piece right here, it's very loose. Same thing on this other arm and these legs. So you just have to be very careful when positioning this little guy. So the legs, you can move it back and forth. The knees, not so much. I think mine is a little tight, but the ankles, you can definitely twist it side to side. Nice and easy. Up and down, not so much. Big feet, very cute. The arms, you also need to be careful because you see, as soon as I twisted this one arm, the shoulder part kind of popped out, right? So you just have to like stuff it back in. Be very careful. Nice bone protrusion at the elbow. Nice nails. Right? The head, you can move it up and down very easily. Look at that. Yes, yes. Left and right. And then you can do rotation. The lower jaw opens up. This part was really loose for me before, but then I used a hair dryer and I softened up the plastic a bit, and now it's much, much better. So you can move the lower jaw open like this, but then you can go full Python on this thing. Look at that. Now that looks unnatural. But there's a reason for that, is because then you can insert the fireball part right into the mouth. And the fireball part is going to cover up the lower jaw, so you won't really see it when you have the effect in there. Right? But that looks a little bit more natural. Looking at the eyes, I would say the eyes, amazingly well done. They're both looking in the same direction, so that's a plus for SH Monsterarts. You can also see the white, the iris, and the pupil. Right? So looking at this, you see Gamera is looking directly at you, both eyeballs pointed at you. Right? Very cool. Now the paint on this thing, I would say the nails or the bone protrusion, also the eyeballs, are really the highlight. The teeth are really well done too. See, no smudges, the eyeballs are great. And the paint on the nails, really well done. Right? Very, very clear. Just a beautiful figure when you leave it like that. Okay, now, let's get into some of the issues here. I know on the box, back here, you can see that there's supposed to be some sort of yellow ball inside, right? That's in the movie. It's like this one final attack at the end where Gamera opened up the shell. So you can do that here to reproduce that effect. And here's a fair warning to all of you. When you play around with this part, trying to open up all these different individual shells, guaranteed at least one part's gonna fall off. Not break, just fall off. They're very, very loose. And the angles, you have to really get it right in order to open up all these individual parts. So I'll show you here. Start with the two larger plates. You just kind of pry them open and then move it to the side like this. You kind of have to like really play around with it. They're all on ball joints, so if they fall off, you kind of just have to stuff them back in. But you see this plate, this is really loose. Okay, so you open this guy up, and you can kind of see the ball on the inside. Open that part. And then you just have to very carefully tease out all these shells. It's really not easy to do, and I'm trying to be very careful so that I don't break anything here, especially on camera. Okay, so you see, there you go. This part fell off. I'll just leave that be so I can open this up and show all of you this. Okay, that part fell off too. Just a ball joint. I'll put it back on later. But you see how difficult this is? I mean, it's really cool to be able to open up to see this yellow ball, but I don't know if it's worth the trouble. I would say if you're able to successfully open this up and position this entire figure in a nice position, just leave it be. Now you can see the yellow ball right there. There it is. That was the final attack in the movie. Now on the box it shows that it's glowing. There, that's just false advertisement. Unless you insert some sort of LED into this figure, I guess that's possible to make it glow, but it's just simply a yellow ball in the center of Gamera. That's it. Okay. So you see all those little parts? Guaranteed they are gonna fall off. Unless you have a really, really fine motor control on your fingers. And let's look at all the other parts. So this figure comes with this awesome fire effect. Right here, you have fire on the ground and then the giant fireball, because rather than doing nuclear breath, Gamera is known for its gigantic fireball in attacking other monsters. So this is pretty easy to set up. Stick the fireball onto this stand, open up its mouth a little bit, and then just stick this end right into it. It actually clicks into place. Okay, position it, and there it is. Gamera doing a fireball. Now you see what I mean is that this fireball effect really covers up the lower jaw. So you see a little bit of the teeth, well, one on either side, and then you have this translucent fire effect, also the fire effect on the ground. It looks really, really cool when you position this thing right. Now, if you don't like these giant feet, if you find them to be weird, no problem. You can actually swap out the entire lower body of Gamera for this little butt piece and take out the arms for these wings like arms. Okay. Now, for some reason, I don't know if it's just my figure, but what you were supposed to do is just pop out the entire lower section. But I can't seem to do it. I don't know if it's glued down or is it just really, really tight. I tried softening up the plastic, but the lower part just stuck in place and I really don't want to force it out. However, if you get a figure like this, theoretically, should be able to pop out this entire lower body and then just insert this little butt part right into the lower shell, and that's the position that Gamera flies in. Then you would take out the arms, so just pop it out at the shoulder, stick these flying arms into the socket, and there you'll have Gamera flying through the air. Now, how do you position this? This box also comes with a plate, so a stand, and also this other stand. They're both transparent. Essentially, you would just have this and then put Gamera on there like this, and now it is flying, so it would just be like that. Right, tilt the head forward with the wings, and that is Gamera. Right? So I am biased towards this figure because I love turtles, real life turtles, and I watched a lot of these movies growing up. Gamera being a turtle, it is awesome. However, for this figure, if you decide to get it, just be very, very careful when playing with all these parts. To me, this figure is more for display than to play with. And when you're trying to position this thing, it's really not easy. This is expert level stuff, right? You might even want to use tweezers to adjust all these different shell pieces when trying to demonstrate the yellow ball. But overall, the paint is nice. The actual body is very nice. The effects, especially the fireball, really, really cool. You just have to be very careful with all these little pieces. And that is my review of Gamera 1996. I hope this was informative for all of you. Make sure that you click that like button and subscribe to the channel. I have lots more content coming in the near future, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one, everybody.